Hello everybody, I'm Wayne Wakefield, and I'm going to spend just a few minutes talking to you about my Real Estate Academy Institute. And why should you be there? Why would you need to learn about real estate? The problem is so many people get into real estate and they've never been taught anything about owning real estate. You know, they bought their own home, they maybe sold their own home, they made a little bit of money, went and bought another home, that kind of thing. But they'll get into to real estate deals and say that they're going to go flipping real estate, and they'll watch some show on TV where they're saying, oh, flip this house, and different ones that they have, and they think, man, I could clean up. Folks, there's a lot more to it than that. Now, I'm not here to get you to scare you about real estate, but it's no different than the job you have. Some of you, it took degrees and things to get into it. Some of you had to have special training. I don't care if you're in the restaurant business, you had to have special training, be a manager or a chef or a cook or whatever. So why on earth would you not get trained in real estate before you stick your foot in it? And a lot of what happens is a lot of people stick their toe in it, and then if it fails, then they walk away losing $100,000, $200,000 and can't figure out why they fell apart in real estate. Real estate can make you a millionaire relatively quick, but it also can put you into bankruptcy relatively quick if you don't know what you're doing. So I've been doing real estate investing since 1992. And that makes it, I don't know, over coming close on 3 decades that I've been doing real estate. Folks, this is not new for me, but I'm going to show you things that are different, that you've never been taught. And in my academy, I cover 5 main subjects, but under those subjects, there's about 30 sub-subjects under it that you need to learn about real estate. And I don't mean to overwhelm you, but doggone it, you should not be investing hundreds of thousands of dollars of your money or anybody else's money into a piece of real estate unless you know what you're doing. So let me give you an idea of what my academy starts. We don't start out saying, well, let's buy a mansion or let's buy a fourplex or a duplex. We start out with the foundation. What's the foundation? Folks, I do nothing in business, and I mean nothing, out of all my companies in business without filing a corporation first. So again, a lot of people say, well, you got to, CPAs are notorious for saying that they, or attorneys say that, well, you got to make $10,000 or you got to make $20,000 before you should file a corporation. Folks, I'm telling you, $1, if you're going to make $1, or you're going to buy a piece of real estate, or you're going to do any kind of that thing, set the foundation first. Then you build on that company. It protects you, has what's called the corporate veil, but it also sets you up for the least amount of taxes to pay, okay? And the power of once you file a corporation, the whole world opens up to you financially, all right? So we set the foundation, you incorporate. Why? Well, corporations, it's like the filming in this property. This is going on a $4 million property. And this is 10,000 square feet on top of 17 acres on top of a mountain. Has a 2,000 square foot room, has a 20,000 gallon saltwater pool. I get the benefit. My nearest neighbor, the best benefits, my nearest neighbor is a half a mile away, okay? So I don't have neighbors overlooking, you know, the fence and then looking in my windows. So anyway, but how did I buy this? Folks, out of the almost 3 decades of real estate investing, I have never qualified for a loan, ever. And I've never used a dime of my own money, ever. All right? Well, there's secrets to the free enterprise system. Now, whether you like the man or not, you don't see Donald Trump going into a bank with his hat in his hand, with his FICO score under this arm, his proof of financials and proof of job under this arm, begging for a $200 million loan to do a complex. See, most all of you know this. He has never qualified for a loan. He doesn't have to. I don't have to. And if you learn, you don't have to either. Who told you had to go qualify for a loan to buy a house, a duplex, a fourplex? It's not how it's done. So what I teach in my academy is different than anyone in the nation. I not only teach only what the 1 to 3% know. I also, and we'll talk about here in a minute, also bring the funding in, or I show you how to do the funding on your own projects. And money is just as close to you as reaching out and touching someone. That's how close money is. So I go over incorporating. I set the foundation, how corporations work, and why you set that up, and then place your property in that corporation. There's a total reason why. This property is in its own corporation. And by the way, if I buy sofas, paintings, anything for the pool, any of that, fully deductible. Why? Because it's in a corporation. It's just one of the benefits, all right? So we set up the structure. You got to have the structure set up first. And number 2, never qualify for a loan. I've never qualified with a FICO score. I've never qualified showing proof of job. I've never had to give financials, ever. And I've had tens of millions, I bought tens of millions of dollars in real estate. And folks, it's not how it's done. And it's not new, it's just new to you. All right, this is done all the time, but no one out there teaches it, and I know of no one that will fund it. You come to my academy, I show how it's funded. You want to learn how to get your own projects funded? You come to the academy. That's a secret no one teaches. I do. So, never qualify for a loan. I don't even qualify for loans for a car. I haven't had a car payment since 1992. How do you do that? I get paid to own my cars. I get paid to drive my cars. And I put them in a corporation so it's fully deductible. Folks, there's secrets to the free enterprise system. When it comes to cars, I don't care if you're buying a boat. I don't care if you buy an airplane. Can you buy real estate? You can buy endless real estate as long as you know the secrets. And you know how to get it funded. And you know what to look for. So we're going to talk about finding the projects. What's a don't wanter? You need to find out the don't wanters out there. What's a don't wanter? This person doesn't want whatever they own. Now, I don't care if you got the economy up here, economy way down here in the toilet. There's always don't wanters. Always someone trying to get rid of what they own, whether it's a car, whether it's a boat, a plane, or a piece of real estate. So, some of you want to give away your teenagers right now, but I think they have a law against that. But anyway, let's get we're talking real estate. It's like this property was on the market 6 years. And so, did the guy become a don't wanter? Yeah. There was reasons why he wanted to get rid of this property. So, and I knew what they were. And I knew how to negotiate. That's also in the academy. One of my 40 laws in my book, 40 Unbreakable Laws of Money, is he who cares the least always wins. Everybody thinks that I'm talking about your brothers and sisters, and I'm not talking about that. If you care the least about when you're negotiating a deal, you always win. Now, they threaten to, well, they're not going to accept your offer. So I don't care. There's other mansions out here. I'll go to them. I didn't care, folks, but you have to learn how to negotiate. Who teaches you? I teach you. So it isn't just about buying a fourplex or a single-family home and putting a renter in there. There's ways to make money in real estate you have never heard of. And yes, it's illegal, all right? People always ask me that. So we show you how to find the don't wanters. Okay, do you understand? Everybody wants to, there's so many people want to get rid of, because of something in their life, a divorce, they get transferred in the military. There's a lot of reasons why people have to get rid of their properties, and they'll do a Kmart Blue Light special, 30, 40, 50%. I bought properties 10 and 20 cents on the dollar. I did that in Arizona and Texas back in the 90s. I was buying fourplexes for $55,000, single-family homes for $13,000. But a year or two later, I'm selling them for hundreds of thousands more. All right? So how do you do that? Come to the academy. And you won't learn this anywhere else. And this is not a nothing down seminar. Because people are out there saying, oh, you can do a deal to where you don't have to pay the seller and all that. I'm not talking about not paying the seller. The seller gets their money down. But the key is it's not your money. Who told you it had to be your money? If you save for a down payment, by the time you save for a down payment, the house or the property's appreciated another 20%. Now you got to keep saving for a down payment. My Lord, folks, you have got to learn to do something different. I am trying to reach into your heart, and you've got to be trained. Stop going out and listening to people when you have not been trained to do something. You do it in college. You go to college for 4 years or 6 years or 8 years. You go get some vocational training. You go to study. You go to all sorts of kind of training. But when it comes to doing your own money things, you have no training on it. You have to be wise enough to make the decision to train. Funding. Never use your own money. I've already talked about that. That's in the fourth day. I spent the entire day on funding, how that's done. Where do you find the money? It's so simple. You'll just roll your eyes and go, oh my God, I didn't know that. Okay? And day 5, rest. Half of it's resting. Then I take you on a 1-year mentorship where we work together so that you bring the deals, and if you've done your work properly in the due diligence, I'll bring the funding and we'll do the project together. You won't find anybody doing that. So folks, I'll let you go. I just wanted to get you interested and curious about learning the secrets to the free enterprise system when it comes to real estate. What you don't know is what you don't know. Come with me, go on this journey together, and we'll go to the top together. God bless, and hope to see you in my academy.